Hi guys, so it is a lovely hot spring day and I decided to do today's reading outside to soak up the sunshine and all of that. Today's reading is all about your soul's purpose. We're going to explore into major aspects of what your journey entails for this lifetime. So as always, take a moment and check the cards and choose a group. So of course, group 1, 2, 3, and 4. When you're ready, let's begin with group 1. We have the butterfly, the dragon, the Grail Knight, and the goblin. So for group 1, your journey is very not self-centered, but it does revolve around the self. You are on a mission to look for something. There is an actual goal, something that will make you very happy, that will kind of enlighten you. So the Grail Knight is a symbol that you are on a mission, and this mission is about finding things that you find beautiful. So finding the beauty in life, finding the beauty in yourself and others. Also the beauty of strength. So through strength you find beauty, but also through beauty you find strength. This journey is very much about perspective and living life and making things beautiful. As beauty is always a personal thing, you do need to have a very strong sense of self and to be very strong in your own morals and your own identity. If you keep this strength up, it's so much easier to see beauty in everything and to see beauty in yourself and to see beauty in things that are usually terrible. So like a bad situation, you can turn it around and find at least one pretty thing about it. A big part of this journey and achieving a state of mind where you can appreciate beauty more, you do end up having to wound your ego, and this is going to be the biggest fight. The ego isn't just a thing about being full of yourself. The ego is you, and sometimes we have parts of our ego that are more destructive than others. In this case, your ego is stopping you from seeing what is beautiful. It probably right now is even at a point where you don't feel beautiful, or a lot of things don't seem beautiful to you. You have this stigma, and you will have to break down your walls. So if you're trying to find beauty in yourself, break down the walls and those lies that you tell yourself saying that you aren't beautiful. Finding the beauty in a bad situation. Break down the walls that are telling you this is terrible and I can't get through it. And find something positive and go with it. Turn the situation around. So again, for group 1, you are on a journey to seek beauty in life and to find an inner peace where you can share beauty with others. Group 2. The cow, communication, the hawk, and the water fairy. This is a very spiritual journey, one where tune with the universe or what you see as a source energy. You need to be in tune with the flow of life. It's a very meditative journey. So the cow is often a law of attraction card. It's an ask and you shall receive card. It provides nourishment and abundance, which is a big part of finding that spiritual balance. When you're in that very balanced state, law of attraction comes to you very naturally, and good things keep happening. And even if you don't realize it, you find yourself manifesting good things all the time. So a key part of this is communication. Be very clear with your intentions. Be very clear when you communicate with others. Make sure that you speak what you mean. Do not mince words and don't try to talk around the subject. Say what you mean and stand by it. Of course, opinions change, but feel free to communicate changes in opinions. For group 2, communication is a very big part of this if you want to achieve this spiritual balance. Another thing that you'll find is that you will end up being more in tune with omens and messages. So again, the communication, you're going to be very in tune with the world, and you'll see omens and messages much more easily. On the other side, you need to look for omens and messages from the universe or God or your source energy in order to achieve a better spiritual place, this spiritual balance that you guys are looking for. Now, feelings and emotion, a lot of people, when practicing law of attraction, feelings and emotions are what they say power your manifestations. Your spirituality is very closely tied to how you feel and the emotions that you have, but you have to remember that we feel things, but you don't always have to act on it. We have emotions, but we are not our emotions. So you have a negative mood, that does not mean you are negative. So to be more in tune with the universe and to reach the spiritual balance that your life is trying to achieve, you need to be able to balance your emotions and learn to live with them. So you have a negative mood, don't cover it up with a positive mood. Acknowledge it and find a way to move forward. You have to balance your emotions with rationality. And when you learn to balance emotions and thought, you can finally achieve a really good spiritual peace. So again, for group 2, your main goal right now is to find spiritual peace and to be a spiritually strong being. Through this, you'll have greater manifestations. Law of attraction will be so much easier for you. And you will learn to communicate very well and be more in tune with omens and messages that are being sent to you. Now remember that while you're on this journey, you have to look for omens and messages to help point you in the right direction. And you have to try as hard as you can to balance emotions and rational thought so that you can reach a humanly balance, so that your spiritual balance can shine through. On to group 3. For group 3, we have the Stag, Risk, the Novice, and Restriction. This is a very exciting spiritual path, guys. So this is kind of the romanticized, just like group 1 was kind of this. It's a romanticized fairy tale soul path or soul purpose. So group 3, you are born to be leaders. You may not be a natural leader right now, but leading is definitely part of your soul purpose. Of course, being a leader always involves a lot of risk and a lot of taking chances where you are a beginner and you are going into territory that you are uncomfortable with or unfamiliar with. You also have to learn to take pride in what you're doing. So when you're making decisions, make sure that you can feel pride in this. This is going to be a very good guide for when you make decisions. Do you feel pride in the decision that you're making? If not, then decide a different way to go. Of course, this is going to have a lot of risk, but what is life without risk? The novice also tells you to stop being scared of risking looking like a fool when trying new things. The novice reminds you of an innocence that everyone holds inside of them and reminds you to cherish it. Cherish the innocence of being new at something. Cherish the innocence that is inherent in all of us. And don't be afraid to learn new skills and to let someone else teach you. While you're a leader, it doesn't mean you're unteachable. So a big problem, though, is restriction. There are times where you can't move forward. There are times where things have to take a pause. And for people on this leadership path, it's going to be very frustrating. You're going to get overwhelmed. But you have to learn to work with restriction. Learn to work with times when you can't move as fast as you want. So to recap, this is a path of leadership. As with all leadership roles, there is risk, and there are times where you can't move forwards very quickly. As a leader, do not find yourself in a position where you are above things. Remember that even though you are a natural born leader, it doesn't mean you always have to be in charge, and you are not unteachable. You can always learn from someone else. Don't fear looking like a fool when learning new things, and cherish the inner innocence that all people hold. Also, don't be afraid to take the risk. So next up is group 4. For group 4, we have the High Priestess, letting go, movement, and love. So group 4, you guys are on a path for love. This is the group of people whose main goal is to find love. Now, contrary to popular belief, finding love does not always mean being in a romantic relationship. Love can find and manifest itself as family. Sorry, there's a bee somewhere. Anyway, so love doesn't always manifest itself as romantic. Love is not inherently romance. So it manifests itself as loving family members or very caring friendships. There are platonic loves. It's not all romantic. Love also manifests itself as a caring relationship you have with yourself. So you will have issues with letting go of things that have hurt you or certain thought patterns that restrict you from moving forward in finding the kind of love that you are ultimately looking for in this lifetime. This thing that's holding you back will take a lot of time and effort to let go and move on, but your life will change. your life will change a lot. The movement card is a moving forward, it's a sign of change. Just like how water in a river continues to move and flow, your life moves and flows. And because of this quest for love, it's likely that you will get caught up on things and you'll get stuck on things and they move too fast for you and you don't want to let go of them, but you have to let go in a sense. Don't lose the memories and the lessons, but you do have to move on from it. A good tool for letting go is this movement. Sometimes change really helps you let go. But another tool that you guys have is from the High Priestess, which is a prophecy vision card. This is a intuition card. Get into your gut feelings and look for signs from the universe or source energy. The High Priestess is offering her help to allow you to see through face value and into deeper meanings. And when you let her help you find deeper meanings to what is happening, you'll find that it's very easy for you to move on and let go. But you do have to invite a willingness to understand the lessons learned and the deeper meanings of why things are happening to you. So for group 4, again, this is a path of love. Your ultimate soul goal is to find love. Now, it's not always romantic, but it's love in a sense. So self-love, familial love, friend love, and romantic love. There are so many different kinds of love, and you will find one that fulfills you. In order to do this, you have to learn to move with life's ebbs and flows. You have to learn to let go of things that hold you back and be willing to look past face value and find the lesson and find the deeper meaning in order to move past and ultimately find true love in this lifetime. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I hope you enjoyed the lovely spring atmosphere and the lovely sounds of life that's going through the neighborhood today. I wish you guys the very best on your life journeys, and remember, card readings are card readings. You can always change things, but I hope that these resonated with you and have provided some sort of clarity and help to make you feel better. Of course, I always offer tarot and oracle readings that are personalized for your needs. If you're interested in that, find my contact info in the description. If this resonated with you, if you enjoyed this reading, make sure to like and subscribe. I will be posting more. If you think you know someone who could benefit from this, make sure to share this video with them. Share some love with them. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.